Let me teach you from another experience of my life. In January 1982, I spoke in a devotional on the BYU campus in Provo, Utah. I invited the students to imagine that the church was on one side of the podium, right here, and the world was just a foot or two away on the other side. This represented the very short distance between the world was and where the church standards were when I was in college. Standing before the students 30 years later, I held up my hands in the same manner, but the world has gone far afield. It's traveled. It's nowhere to be seen. It's proceeded way out, all the way out of this building, around the world. What we and our children and our grandchildren have to remember is the church will remain constant. It's still right here. The world will keep moving. That gap is becoming wider and wider. Therefore, be very careful. If you judge your actions and the standards of the church on the basis of where the world is and where it's going, you will find you are not where you should be. Back then, I could have imagined how far and how fast the world would move away from God. It was impossible to understand that given doctrine and principles and commandments, and yet the standards of Christ and His church have not moved.